for the boys.
Woo! Oh, I fucked.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. So just got my package from FedEx. I told you I ordered something for the front just aesthetically for the Integra right now because I can't do anything really mechanically except for what I'm about to do, which is the clutch slave cylinder. Like, I've been having this issue, as you guys know, where it feels like the clutch after a couple presses it kind of loses its I guess grab, and I have to wait 20 seconds, 10 seconds before it actually feels like it's operating as it should, and I can watch the piston or whatever it's called, the push rod, slowly retract instead of going like springing back to where it's supposed to. So I just warrantied that out. I'm about to put it on. I just picked up the other one right here, and then I just got some clear corner signals and bumper signals for the Integra because I wanted it to more or less kind of go along with the new color scheme, not color scheme because I didn't change the paint obviously, but the new wheel color. I don't know, I think it'll look good. So I'm gonna slap those on really quick, and then I don't know if I have amber bulbs or not because these clear lenses, technically at least out here, I don't know if they're completely DOT legal or approved or whatever, but as long as you're running amber bulbs, it shouldn't be an issue. So jump right into this, and then we got, I think later we're going to be working on my buddy Steven's car. He just got into Hondas within the last year or so, and he's got a little EJ Civic, and I'm going to put some suspension on it and some camber arms and stuff, and should be a good time. Well, this place actually sends you amber bulbs with the signals and stuff, so don't even have to worry about going back to the store now. Alright, so the clear signals and corner lenses actually look pretty good. And I just got the slave put on, and I don't know if you can hear it or how well you can hear me even, but it's not squeaking anymore. But it didn't come with ease, that's for sure. So I'm gonna just show you guys really quick, just in case any of you guys plan on doing a Hush Performance cable to hydro conversion. I don't know if it's just with the Hush one, just the way his lines are or something, or if it's just cable to hydro in general, just issues bleeding it. So pretty much what we figured out is, let me find my stick here. So the issue I was having is no matter how I bled it from the slave, from the pedal, doing it like normal, it wouldn't build pressure at all, and it was just spitting fluid. So what I found out you have to do is I used this, and I just wedged this between like the slave and the frame rail here. So that way the slave was closed shut or whatever, so that way it reduced the airspace volume or whatever for air to be stuck in. And then I just hooked it up like normal, like I was gonna bleed it, popped the bleeder screw loose with the hose attached to a bottle with fluid in it, and then just pump the pedal for a few minutes until you have a solid stream of fluid coming through, and then just watch your fluid level in the reservoir, of course, and then you should be able to take the stick off, and it should be building pressure right away after that. Give it 2 or 3 minutes of bleeding, and you should be good to go. So mine is good to go, and I am stoked. No more squeaking. So thankfully this is done now. Don't have to worry about this hopefully anymore. Yeah, I don't know, but gonna be kind of trying to kill time now because Steven will be here I think in a couple hours or whatever once he gets off of work. And in the meantime, I showed you guys in the last video that we got a air compressor finally, but trying to make room for it here in the shed because we didn't want to have to roll it across the backyard every time we needed to use it, and we didn't want to leave it out on the porch from weather and people. So making space in my parts shed, and just gonna be having it in here, putting shelves and stuff in here so that way I can try and store some of my stuff because I have a lot of junk that came out of here. A lot of this is like B20 parts, miscellaneous small Del Sol and DA pieces, corner lenses, control arms, stuff like that, and then some of my brother's stuff that he left here before he moved, and then a bunch of trash and old parts, old metal pieces that I'm gonna have to recycle and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of get some of this done, and I will catch you guys once Steven shows up. Referring to that last clip now, it's been like 2 days since I put the new clutch slave on, and it has started squeaking, and it still feels more solid than it did before. So I'm thinking maybe I just need to re-grease it, the clutch fork or whatever. But I also think that maybe these cheap $30 Master Pro clutches, or slave cylinders, I'm sorry, can't handle the pressure that's in these clutch lines, because I know the cable to hydro conversion, I don't know exactly how they're calculated in terms of like length and pressure with the Wilwood Master and stuff, and the size of it. So I don't know, maybe it's just a little too much pressure for these cheap slaves to handle, but I don't know, I guess it's not a huge deal, it's just more of an annoyance. So I didn't get to work on Steven's car the other night. He got off work late, and then I had to work the next day. So we're gonna have to set that aside for a few days now, but I do need to get my oil changed, and then I'm gonna kind of just clean the car up a little bit, because we had some gnarly rain last night, and I had to like trench out my yard to try and drain the water out of the yard, because the side of my house was like, our little ditch thing was starting to flood, and if that floods, then that comes into the house. So yeah, long night, lots of rain, car's dirty, need to clean it. And because I got like an 800-mile round trip drive tomorrow, I'm going to meet with a subscriber by the Instagram handle of Tegenstein. He's in search of a LS tranny, cable tranny. I have mine that I won't be able to use anymore since I'm cable. And so I'm gonna meet him halfway in the four corners. It'll be quite the trek for both of us, but I mean, hey, I get a drive out of it, I get to meet a subscriber, and it'll be sick. All right, so I'm switching it up here on you guys, because everybody gets butthurt when I use Fram Tough Guard filters. Bought a K&N one because this was like $1 more on sale, and just my regular Valvoline. Normally I have Tough Oil engine treatment that I've always used for the last, like, I don't know, 3 years on all my cars, every oil change. But you have to order it online, and I didn't have time this week, and I don't know, the superstitious side of me doesn't want to change the oil without it, but the physical side of my engine needs it, because my oil is filthy. I've had the motor in the car for like 3-4 months now. I've only changed the oil once, because obviously I don't drive it much, but I don't know, it needs to be changed. So I'm gonna just get this car jacked up and just get to it. One thing I do love about these K-Series though is it's so easy to get to the filters on these. I mean, it's right there. It ain't no big deal at all. It'll take me, I don't know, 15 minutes if that. Oil is now good. I forget how much these engines take, like, for oil capacity or whatever, because like I said, I've only changed the oil on this once since I've had it. But I just put like 5.5, 6 quarts in here, and it just hit the full mark. Even after starting the car, checking for leaks, like obviously to fill up the filter and whatnot, like, I don't know. I feel like that's not right, but I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. So I usually overfill these just a hair, because these K20s, since I do rip on it, just obviously engines in general, but these K-Series from what I've seen especially like to burn oil in the high revs, like when you're in VTEC a lot, which I am, so I overfill it just a little bit since it's gonna burn off quick anyway, but that's good. Now I'm gonna go and get ready to start polishing the exhaust actually. Like the tip and the canister or whatever. It's all covered in gunk, so I figured I might as well try and shine it up. Haven't done that yet since I've owned it. So I retract my previous statement. I decided to not leave it a little overfilled. I don't know, something just told me not to. So I just drained some oil out, and now it's like directly in the middle of the 2 lines, but the engine is cold, so I don't know how much is still in the filter. But just to be safe anyway, since I got, like I said, a 800-mile drive tomorrow, I'm gonna go pick up a quart of oil just to be on the safe side, and because I have to go do a little bit of grocery shopping. So I did polish my muffler a little bit. I mean, it helped very slightly. I mean, it was pretty shiny before, but now it's just really shiny. So when I get back, yeah, like I said, get some oil, get some groceries. I don't really know what to do next, because I don't really want to take anything apart on the car today, because I have to leave early in the morning. So it's the next morning now, and I just left the gas station a few minutes ago, and now I'm on my way to the Four Corners to go meet up with this guy. So I brought the Integra for a couple reasons. One of them being I figured since I'm pretty sure he's a subscriber, he'd like to see the car for one, and for two because the Del Sol I haven't taken long distance yet, so I don't entirely trust it. Whereas the Integra, even with the K-swap, I've already taken it to California, messed around at IBOC, drove it all the way back, and other than those last little things that we forgot to button up when we did the swap, it was pretty much flawless. So I think it should be good on this trip. I'm by myself. My buddy Donnie was supposed to come with me, but then my girlfriend got off of work or whatever, and then she said she'd be down to go, but then got up early this morning, and then she didn't want to go, so I didn't want to disturb anyone else, so I just decided to hook it solo. I have to go through Payson though, so maybe by the time I get up there it'll be a little bit later in the morning, and I will give Dennis or somebody a call, see if they want to tag along. But yeah, solo at this point. It's 7:30-ish now. I got about a 5.5-ish hour drive ahead of me, so hopefully gonna make the best of it. Hopefully not let my nerves get the best of me. So I'm probably like 2 hours into this trip so far. I'm outside of Pace and I'm heading north to this, I don't know, I'm heading north to Sholo. If you guys want to Google that, you can Google that. So I just ran into, I'm coming up on a storm, so I'm kind of paranoid because my wipers are trash and my anxiety is bad enough, so this will be fun. Beautiful up here though, but it's actually cold, and of course I don't have a sweater because I never think to prepare for this type of weather, so SOL. Oof. So I've had to completely pull over because my windshield wipers don't do anything, first off, and second off, like the road is like completely gray, just in general, like the rain's coming down super hard. There's people pulling in around me too, like that red car just pulled in, so I'm gonna just have to kind of sit here for a bit until this hopefully passes quickly. I feel really bad though. I'm already running late as is because I didn't realize there's a time difference between here and Colorado, so he's already like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours out, if that, from the spot, and now I'm going to be put back even further, so this sucks. So on top of all this good luck, I just got back on the road. I limped it up to this town, which is where I'm supposed to be turning at now to get on to the next series of roads, but my cowl is leaking again. I thought I had fixed it a couple years ago, but apparently it's back. So I just I noticed it when I was stopped. I pulled the cover back and it was all drenched, so I pulled the towel that was wrapped around the transmission and I stuffed it down there, and I put the ECU on top of everything so that way hopefully nothing gets wet or damaged. I just pulled into a gas station though. I'm going to try and get a wiper blade, see if they have one. If not, there's supposed to be a Napa like 2 miles up the road, so pray for me. Alright, so back on the road. Got some wiper blades, which is good, but now as soon as I get them, the rain lightened up, but it looks like I'm heading into a few more rain spots as is. So far, so good on the car, thankfully. So I'm gonna just keep on going at it. Already, like I said, late, so let's get to it. I just dropped off the tranny, hung out for a few minutes, talked to him for a while, and let him look around the car and whatnot. And I am back on the road now. I didn't want to film him because I don't know. I just don't do that because I don't like to film people, at least subscribers, when I meet them, because I don't want them to be awkward or disrespect them. So sorry if you want to be filmed, and I didn't. But yeah, got 387 miles to go, about 5.5 hours from where I am currently. I gotta stop at this gas station up here and get some gas, and I'm taking a different route back than I did out here, because the route that I took to get up here took forever, put me on some really sketchy roads, and I just kind of want to play it safe now. I want to take the interstate back instead of cut through everything else. I'll just go around. It's actually fast this way too, because the interstate is 75, while these roads out here are like 60. Alright, so I'm about 3.5 hours into my return trip, and I finally am stumbling across familiar ground, which is Flagstaff. It's been such a long freaking day. I've got such a migraine because I don't know, I've drank a decent amount, but I haven't pretty much eaten anything more than half a bag of chips and a Pop-Tart, because I don't know, I've got weird anxiety. We'll leave it at that. So I still got another 2.5 hours to go till I'm at home, but at least now I'm comfortable with my surroundings. It's been a good trip though. This last like 3 hours I've literally been doing about 90 most of the time. It's just been literally wide open plains and like red rock mountains, and it's been decently pretty, but it just gets boring when it's the same thing for 60 miles at a time. Alright, so I am home. Do you mind? I'm home. Gosh. I am home now, and it's the next morning. I got home last night. I had a super bad migraine. Shush. And yeah, I just showered, ate, went straight to bed. So now today I'm gonna head over to Brian's house, and we're gonna get the speedometer hopefully working on the Integra now. He's seems to have found a fix, so we are going to try and get it done on my car, because we got it done on the red CRX. But if you guys enjoyed the video, it's probably more of a boring vlog. I apologize. I just wanted to kind of toss the driving stuff in there. And yeah, other than that, guys, if you enjoyed it, please like, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and go pick up a sticker, please. And then, yeah, do what you love, forget about the rest. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.